are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
That's like a strategy, I guess. So motherfuckers on the top.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The leading rusher in NCAA history from Youngstown State, here's Julian McLaughlin. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run for the first time with Tyler Bidet. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Nix to the air. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain on the play. 2nd
and for Darnold, this may be a free play. He finds Smith and Jigba. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 50 yards. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Myers connects on the makes the score 7-0. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now the Seahawks are going to elect to go for 2 here.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And Darnold's going to change the play. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And able to get this out to the 25.
He got lucky. I had 2 drops.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go around. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
6-0 our score after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Nick's going to give this to Bidet. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
On first down, a run with Bidet. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of the best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a first and goal. As a nice run there, gets him down to the 6-yard line.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, back to Harvey. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Harvey will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll go. Here's Harvey. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Brings up 4th and goal.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before break. Nix. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos.
Touchdown.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
He's one of those guys. He's one of those fucking guys. On a glitch. Hey, chat, you know what we do with niggas that do glitchy shit? we desync. We do that. We don't let them get the dub. Straight like that. You want nah, even if he don't get it, nah.
Lutz good on the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Seahawks 6.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, putting some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
All that rapping, pay your bills. Yeah.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. Oh, look at the juke. They get 17 more on that one and another first down.
17 yards. That's another Seahawks first down.
Here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Now he's going to step up and run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now it's Darnold. He finds his man complete. That's Horton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Darnold now to throw. Now he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have retaken a third quarter lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
To kick off for Seattle.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just all, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A short throw to Ingram. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here is 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun is Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McLaughlin. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move.
Seriously, I always think about that, like, because I've been really drunk before, but I've never, I don't know.
We're just shy of midfield. Here's a 2nd and 8. Nix looking to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's McLaughlin. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Nix from the shotgun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. On the handoff, McLaughlin.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They never went crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold it to just a yard.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. He's back to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Back to throw. This is caught. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. This is 1st and 10. Now Darnold wants to change it up. Darnold to throw. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now they'll audible to something else. Darnold. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Final 2 seconds. This is it. One last throwdown for Darnold. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.
making a